Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar was born on 14th April 1891 in Mao, Madhya Pradesh to Ramji Maloji Sakpal and Bhima Bhai Sakpal. He had to face the hardship of discrimination during school days. The Brahmin headmaster who first gave Bhim access to the temple of education, who noticed his amazing intellect, also lovingly gave him his own surname. Baroda's Maharaja Gaikwad also helped the brilliant boy who was granted a scholarship for higher studies abroad. Ambedkar was a prolific student, earned doctorates in economics from both Columbia University and the University of London, and gained reputation as a scholar for his research in law, economics, and political science. After returning to Bharat, he was appointed military secretary to the Gaikwad, but had to quit in a short time due to discrimination of higher officers. Meanwhile, he took tuition classes and then joined as professor at Mumbai. He didn't continue for a long period. Then he began the publication of the weekly Mook Nayak, Leader of the Silent, in Mumbai. He also took up the legal profession. In 1936, Ambedkar founded the Independent Labour Party and contested the elections. He became involved in campaigning and negotiations for Bharat's independence, publishing journals advocating political rights and social freedom for Dalits, and contributing significantly to the establishment of the state of Bharat. He was a member of the Constituent Drafting Committee. He was independent Bharat. He was independent Bharat's first Minister of Law and Justice and considered the chief architect of the Constitution of Bharat. Babasaheb had his priorities clear. It was always nation first. His vision had no place for the division of caste, community, or religion. Unity was paramount. Nothing could be bigger than the integrity and independence of the nation. Dr. Ambedkar put forth these thoughts in a speech in 1949 on the topic "Country must be placed before community." While he openly derided the rot and the negativity within the social structure, he stood like a rock to defend and protect the nation's integrity whenever the need arose. That is why he is fondly called as Baba Saheb. He was critical of the foreign policies at that time. He found fallacies in the three props on which the foreign policy was constructed: peace, coexistence, and opposition to the Ceto. He was of the strong opinion that we should not neglect defense preparedness. Ambedkar believed that Nehru's tilt towards the communist bloc would prove fatal in the long run and against the democratic spirit of the constitution. He was a critic of Nehru on foreign policy and said that the keynote of our foreign policy is to solve the problems of other countries and not to solve the problems of our own country. His book, Pakistan or the Partition of India, and his resignation speech in the Parliament on October 10, 1951, present a clear picture of his assessment on Pakistan. He had visualized Pakistan becoming the fountainhead of terrorist activities and had warned of pan-Islamic brotherhood. While formulating the thought towards Pakistan formation, he had opined that there should be complete transfer of Hindus and Muslims. He had a strong opinion of having Sanskrit as Rashtrabhasha. In his early career, he was an economist, professor, and a lawyer. His later life was marked by his political activities. In 1956, he converted to Buddhism, initiating mass conversions of Dalits. In 1990, the Bharat Ratna, Bharat's highest civilian award, was posthumously conferred upon Ambedkar. Ambedkar's legacy includes numerous memorials and depictions in popular culture.